A reprieve for Swansea. They take it long downfield. And a misjudgment there by Paul John. It bounces into touch.
And that's a lesson to Pontypridd. They must have somebody on that touchline so that they know exactly where the touchline is. Paul John was running backwards towards it, and the ball just bounced a metre inside.
So a little sign of pressure on Pontypridd. Missed penalty, missed judgment. Swansea take a ball on the Pontypridd throw. Garen Jenkins, good strength, twisting and turning out of the tackle. Jones, Williams, Weatherly, tackled by Jenkins. Stuart Davis takes it on. Again, just manages to stay on his feet long enough. Jones, Weatherly, Boubier, Clement outside him. He's got the pace himself. He has Davis outside him. Roddy Boubier all the way himself. Tackled by Cormac. Swansea looking for the ball and give away the penalty, but a great surging run by Roddy Boubier. And it took a desperate effort by Crispin Cormac to stop it.
First time we see Roddy Boubier go outside. He beat the cover, the first line of defence. The cover defence wasn't coming, and then Crispin Cormac came in with Manley supporting him for one heavy tackle. And here it is, Robert Jones's pass, bullet-like pass. We expect that. Weatherly with the slip pass, looking for the loop around, but Boubier took it on himself and dived into that gap and really put his head back here. But watch him being taken out there. What a tackle.
Still the pressure on Pontypridd. Paul John left-footed, he hasn't found touch. More signs of pressure on Pontypridd. Simon Davis, Clement on the dummy run. Davis chooses to kick ahead for Alan Harris. There is room over there for Harris, but there is also Crispin Cormac, who now can charge up the far touchline and just can't get his own kick ahead in.
Well, that was a risky little bit of play from Pontypridd, because they were coming in to try and pick that up rather than defend it. And here it is, Simon Davis himself, a very good footballer indeed, outside half in his days at one time. Lovely little kick. Alan Harris steaming up here. Crispin Cormac, good hands, looking to put a kick down the touchline, and the tackler just took it away from him.
Swansea have taken a line out, and now they release their backs, and up she goes for the centres to chase. Well taken by Cormac, good catch. Pontypridd, and there might be something on here for them. Jenkins, outside John, but it's John setting the little dummy. Jenkins still in support. High tackle on the scrum half. Play on, says the referee. It's all happening here, and David Manley is through. The interception by the right winger, and Pontypridd have taken the lead here in the cup final. The game had to lead to a try. We've had action going into the corners, and finally the tension breaks underneath the posts. Try by David Manley.
Well, I suppose this was bound to happen. Paul John with a lovely run, looking to pass it to Neil Jenkins. He was covered. And there you see Anthony Clements in the action there, so there's no gaps. Aled Williams, a loose pass, good defence coming up from the Steele brothers, and there's Manley in for what's the simplest of tries, simply because the Swansea fullback was up around the halfway line somewhere.
Neil Jenkins, surely he can't miss this one. No. Pontypridd are up to 7. And there was just something bubbling in this game. We had action in the corners, and then we had action in midfield. And really, Brian, if there are mistakes, then we are going to have a fine, open, flowing game.
That's right. It took Swansea perhaps 20 minutes to run the ball, but Pontypridd have been trying it. And look at Paul John here, looking for gaps. Found it all right. Then he was a little bit crowded out here. The ball, a loose pass inside, Swansea picking it up. Aled Williams looking for someone to pass to, but Boubier was under all sorts of pressure. And there's the simplest of run-in for a very happy winger.
Penalty has been awarded after the restart. Penalty to Swansea, and they have a chance to get right back into the game after conceding the try.
But what I think will happen in this game, both sides, as you said, Eddie, want to throw the ball about, want to make it open, and they will take risks. And as longer the game goes on in this heat, I think we're going to see more and more mistakes. Who can capitalise on them?
On the right of the picture there, Richard Moriarty. Perhaps his last appearance for Swansea.
His role probably today is a deterrent. If they see him take his tracksuit bottom off, then Pontypridd know they're in trouble.
I wonder if they'll let him come on. Anyway, back on the field, Alan Williams. Well, another kick. That's a very poorly struck kick. The mark made. Jason Lewis. And there's another sliced kick. Kicking not of a great standard at the moment.
Disappointed to hear all that whistling when Alan Williams has taken a kick, because Pontypridd fans don't do that. They keep quiet for everyone usually.
Swansea inside Pontypridd 22. The target, as always, Arnold. The backs. Rob Appleyard standing out in midfield. He's lost the ball in the tackle. Tidied up by Jenkins. And just a moment of danger for Swansea there, for Pontypridd rather. But Neil Jenkins takes advantage of the spillage in the tackle. And they've cleared.
Rob Appleyard down on the floor, still hasn't got up from that little mistake he made in the middle of the field there. He's usually so good with his hands, but Neil Jenkins coming there, picking it up and just belting it away to touch.
Super Whites, well, they've had a super second half of the season. In the first half of the season they fell apart a bit, but now they're in the Swansea Cup final. But it must be said they're trailing at the moment. 7-0, Pontypridd, one converted try, the breakout by David Manley, the interception, and the romp upfield by the Pontypridd flyer. And it's all there for the All Whites to do. Ten minutes to go in this first half. Karen Jenkins towards Paul Arnold, but it's stolen by Mark Rowley for Pontypridd. Jenkins safely into touch.
Here's Alan Williams looking for somebody to pass to, really putting Boubier under pressure there. Boubier really, I think, should have caught hold of that and taken the bump and gave Manley the try.
Arnold towards the middle of the line out, but a lot of stepping through, well, by both sides really, but it's Swansea who are penalised.
I think the referee picked up Alan Reynolds there, doing as he did for Swansea against Cardiff in the semi-final, staying in that gap.
A wonderful kick by Jenkins. He hasn't struck his place kicks well today, but that was beautifully struck.
I think Pontypridd have shown that they can control the game. They are controllers, whereas Swansea are opportunists. They try to get the ball away quickly from their forwards.
Prosser jumping at 2, Rowley at 4. Rowley the target, but another line out has been taken by the opposition side. Robert Jones clears.
I don't like disagreeing with you, Eddie, but I think it was Greg Prosser was the target. He was stepping backwards to take it, and the ball just overthrew him.
Pontypridd have a chance to find the right target this time. Kept the same combination, Crosser to Rowley for McIntosh at the tail. Stuart Davis jumps on McIntosh and claims it. And again, Swansea steal a Pontypridd throw.